Hey guys, welcome to the Q with Q. It's me, your host, Quentin R. Giles. But if we friends, then call me Q here. And today's episode, we are going to be talking about how Tish Tish, that's what I calls her, Tish Tish, but her real name is Letitia James, who is the New York Attorney General, slapped that lawsuit on the NRA today to dissolve them. Like, everybody woke up like, say what? But before we get into my thoughts on that, I just have to give a shout out to everybody who has pre-ordered the No Man Pam mug. Like, it went crazy. I posted a video on my Instagram and my TikTok last night, and I just asked people if they wanted, if they wanted a mug, if they wanted me to put one of my sayings on it. And everybody went crazy and was like, yes, we want that, we want shirts, we want this and that. I was like, wait, hold up, pause for a second. I'm only doing mugs right now. But put the mug up on my website, and literally in less than 24 hours, like I'm recording this podcast right now, it hasn't even been 24 hours since that video, and I have over 160 something orders already. Like, it's crazy. So I thank you all. If you want to get the mug, if you want to get the No Man Pam mug, definitely tap the link in my Instagram or my TikTok bio. My Instagram page is at the Q with Q. My TikTok page is at Quentin Giles. Both links should take you directly there. Now let's get into the show. So, baby, Letitia James came out swinging today. The interesting thing is, we knew something was coming the other night because she sent an email to the media, right? Which got leaked and basically said, like, hey, the office, the Attorney General's office, we're going to be making an announcement, a national announcement. If you're media, you need to RSVP, to be able to cover the announcement. So everybody's like, oh my goodness, what is she going to announce? What is happening? You down in New York. What could you possibly say that is going to affect the entire nation? So there was a lot of speculation that her announcement was going to be around something with Trump and taxes, because if you remember Letitia James's run for that position, she campaigned on taking Trump down. And then in this same week, we're learning that, the Manhattan attorney that is fighting to get Trump's taxes has already gotten his bank records from Deutsche Bank, who apparently turned them over a long time ago. So it's like, we thinking Letitia about to bring down the house. Well, baby, she got up there and started talking about that NRA. Now, not that I forgot about the NRA, but because so much has just been going on, the NRA has not been in the front of my mind, right? So when she said that, I was like, wait, I do remember her mentioning them last year, but I didn't know, it kind of just fell off. But she did say, they were going to be looking at criminality and all this other stuff. Well, the NRA is apparently a nonprofit organization. That means they are a charitable organization, which means as a company, they applied for that, right? Well, baby, Tish Tish say Wayne LaPierre and them was down there misappropriating and mishandling them people funds, okay, down at the charity. Sis started dropping facts, talking about how much money they basically ripped off from the organization. We're talking about millions and millions of dollars. We're talking about extravagant trips and flying nieces in private jets and being on yachts and all kind of stuff, and writing contracts to make sure that they still get money even after they're out of their position. I'm talking about, it just sounds like rank corruption. And so Letitia James said, no, man, Pam, we're not doing this anymore. You have grown too powerful and too unchecked for too long, and you are not going to operate under the guise of a nonprofit / charitable organization in the state of New York as long as I'm the Attorney General. No, ma'am, Pam, you gonna follow the law. So sis has filed a lawsuit, which is a civil lawsuit. It's not a criminal lawsuit. It is a civil lawsuit against the leaders of the NRA. And she is also asking a judge to dissolve the NRA because they have clearly been operating corruptly for this long. Now, Letitia already has a little expertise in this because she's the one that went after the Trump University. She went after the Trump the Trump charity as well, because we found out, I don't know why that's not that big of a scandal. It kind of got swept under the radar, maybe because Trump does something every 5 minutes. But the Trump charity got shut down, and you would think in any other normal presidency, if a president's charity got shut down for rank corruption, we find out that people who are donating to the charity, they then take the money and not do charitable things, but use it to finance their life. That would be a major scandal. But because Trump causes a scandal literally every 52 seconds, I guess we just kind of kept moving on with it. So she has experience in this as Attorney General. She has already torn that down and basically got a judgment against Trump and his children that they cannot sit on the board of any charitable or nonprofit organization in the state of New York anymore. And they was going to have to, pay restitution. They split them assets up and sent them to real charities. So that's exactly what she's asking for with the NRA. Now, why does this have national implication? Because the NRA is a national organization. And if she is able to do this, this means the NRA cannot reconstitute. They can't take their branding and just organize or incorporate in another state and kick up, the NRA. Maybe they can call it NRA reboot, but NRA is going to be done for, dissolved, finito, finished, abolished. Okay. All of those things. And so that's why it has national implications, because it would be gone everywhere. And we know how much of a powerhouse the NRA is in our political system. They contributed so much money to Donald Trump's candidacy in 2016, way more than they have ever contributed to any other presidential candidate. And so, and we know, they have NRA ratings for senators and congressmen and all these other people that run for office or stay in office. So we know that they are a major political powerhouse. Now, some would say, she's just going after them because she's a Democrat and, they support Republicans and all that good stuff. Who knows? A part of that could be true. But the bigger part is, baby, you can't just do criminality like that. You can't just be taking people finances, people funds. They think they donating to charity. Then y'all over there, standing up for their Second Amendment rights, because that's what y'all hoop and holler about all day long. All the while, you sitting here chartering yachts and chartering private planes and martini lunches. No, you cannot do that with the people's money. So shout out to Letitia James, her and her good cocoa butter skin. Yes, ma'am, Miss Letitia James is a good old black woman, if you had not seen her. And we love all women, we love all people, but we love to see black women in positions of power because they have been denied those positions for far too long. So Tish Tish, we here at the Q, we see you and we appreciate you. Baby, protect this woman at all costs, because you already know the NRA gonna attack, Trump and Republicans gonna attack, everybody gonna be up in arms and attacking, but she's doing her job. She's doing what the people of New York elected her to do, was to prosecute the case. And that's what Tish is doing. And that's it for this episode of the Q with Q, baby. I will be back next time. Y'all have a good night.